Okay, so that's where I came down. Luckily, there's only 3 feet of snow out there, so it wasn't too hard. Only got myself stuck 3 times. Just kidding. But you get the idea. It is winter, for real. All right, so look at the pretty ice formations. Notice there's icicles hanging everywhere. Nice white ice. Ice cycles there. Notice there's a nice stalagmite on top there. Liquid water dripping down because it's above freezing outside, just barely. Notice there are some nice stalagmites hanging down there. Whole bunch of interesting formations. Notice they're not perfect cylinders, all sorts of crooked shapes. Down there is the main part of the tube. I am going to try to get down there, see how far I double dog dare get. Some more ice formations there. All right, let's see how far I can safely get here. See if I can keep alive. A lot of small ice formations everywhere. Little tiny ones here, little tiny ones there. But look at this. Hanging from the ceiling, there's icicles. There's an ice column, like 9 feet tall. I'm sure it's fragile. It's just ice. 1, I'm not going to touch it because I don't want to vandalize it. 2, I don't dare get close enough to touch it anyway. Yeah. This is a steep cave. You look down there, it's like a 60-degree angle, and it goes down dozens of feet. Even when there's no ice, this part of the cave is tricky. But with ice, yeah, I'm going to stay back. I'm standing on basically dry dirt and rock here. Not ideal, but it's better than ice. Lots of nice formations there. There's the stairs I came down. That's the only way out. Well, until I learn to teleport or something. Yeah, it'd be kind of neat. Like I said, there's some cool ice formations right there. And here's the tricky part. I want to go over here. Right at the bottom of the stairs, there's like nice smooth black ice hidden under dirt. So I have to step over here, playing hopscotch, to try to stay on relatively dry ground and dirt. So look at this. Some nice ice stalagmites here. That's where I just was over there. Nice ice glaze up there. Little nooks and cranny on the rocks up there. Nice big ice formations here, all along the wall, the floor, the ceiling. But even here, look down here, there's ice everywhere. I couldn't get down here if I tried. And yeah, right now I'm not going to try. But look at the shape here. This one's relatively flat because of the way it's been dripping off the rock. It's kind of neat. If you pan up though, wow, look at this clear ice. There's an ice stalagmite, a couple of ones that's round on top, and one that's pointy on top, like an upside down icicle. Same thing, there's a couple of little ice stalagmites there. All sorts of pretty stuff. Ooh, ah. Pan down here. Notice there's a couple down there that tipped over. I highly doubt anybody managed to tip them over. It's been getting above freezing during the day, so it's possible that it just got warm enough that it came disconnected from the ground or whatever is holding it up. But yeah, look at all these ice formations on the ceiling. Ooh, ah. So yeah, this is a dangerous game of hopscotch here, trying to get through the cave, making darn sure that I have good traction. I was hoping to explore the whole cave, but yeah, I looked ahead and it looks like it's going to be way too dangerous for me to try that. Like I said, all sorts of ice around the floor here. Oops. All right, here we go. Got some really ugly shapes here. It's like multiple little stalagmites that got bigger and bigger till they fused together to make one big blob. That's a technical term, ice blob. Yeah, there's the only way out. Notice it's snowing outside. Be funny if I lost my trail out of here. Just kidding, it's pretty simple to find my way out. Follow the yellow brick road. Alright, so see if I can turn here without tripping on anything. So I don't know if you could tell by the video, but I'm on top of it. I'm going down a slope about 45 degrees. It's mostly rock. When there's no ice, this part of the cave isn't that hard. But there is ice. Notice there's a glaze of ice to the left. So I'm not going to try to get up or down that way. On top of that, whole cluster of stalagmites. Then over there, all sorts of different icicles. There's a column, a full column, touching ceiling to floor. Maybe 8 feet high, or 8 feet tall. Notice there's a tube back there. Can't remember if that's a dead end or if there's a way back around the entrance. I've only been in this cave for real without, you know, without ice once. So I only kind of know what's going on around here. Let's see if I can climb down here very carefully. Not the prettiest rock, but the ice formations sure make up for it. Even here on the ceiling, kind of pretty red rock, the little bitty ice formations. It's just a little bit of moisture coming through. And then over here, wow. And then there's that glaze of ice all over the floor. I'm not sure if the temperature's above or below freezing here, but there's a lot of liquid water dripping from above. Of course, that just means that the rock above me is above freezing. Doesn't really prove the air is below freezing or above freezing. Okay, so now, let's see if I can get down here. I see where I want to go, just not convinced it's the greatest idea. Ice formations over everywhere. I want to make sure I keep myself safe and also not damage the cave. As you can see, there's, in between the formations, there's a little bit of dry rock. If you just watch where you're going, it's kind of sort of doable. If I could do it, anybody could do it. All right, but the thing is, I can't do it. I got part of the way through the cave and gave up a very small part of the way through the cave. This is a huge cave. More than I can handle, apparently. Look at the size of that ice column there. Looks like it was at least 3 or 4 columns side by side. They grew so big, it's one big flat, relatively flat one. Huge though. Since it's just ice, I'm sure it's very fragile. Even if I did manage to get over there, I try not to touch it. I definitely don't want to damage it. Even though at 6 months, it's going to be melted away anyway, but you know, it's the principle. All right, here we go. Now, see if I can remember how I got over here.